The markhor is the national animal of Pakistan. The markhor is an animal that was considered to be the most challenging game in British India due to the dangers of hunting them at high altitudes. The name, markhor, is a combination of two Persian and Pashto words. Mar means snake and khor means eater. Also known as the screw-horned goat or called shakawat, is a species of large, wild goat that is native to the mountains and high-altitude monsoon forests of Western and Central Asia. 5 subspecies exist. The markhor was featured on the Worldwide Fund for Nature Conservation coin collection in 1976, along with 72 other animals. Afghan puppet shows known as buz-baz use markhor marionettes. It has been on the new revised livery of Pakistan's flag carrier, Pakistan International Airlines, since 2018. It is on the logo of the Inter-Services Intelligence. Allahyar and the Legend of Markhor, a Pakistani computer-animated film, mentions the markhor. Markhor are animals that have grizzled, long hair which may come in brown, gray-black, white, or tan, or any combination thereof. It is short and smooth in summer and longer and thicker in winter. Most notable however are its unique horns which usually grow up to 5 feet long in mature males. Their lower legs are usually black and white. They are 65 to 115 centimeters, 26 to 45 inches, in height at the shoulder, 132 to 186 centimeters, 52 to 73 inches, in length, and 32 to 110 kilograms, 71 to 243 pounds. Only the Siberian ibex exceeds its weight and length, but they have the highest shoulder length in the Capra genus. The species is sexually dimorphic. Males have longer hair on the chin, throat, chest and shanks, while females having shorter, redder hair, a short black beard, and no mane. Both have horns, but while that of the males can grow up to 160 centimeters, 63 n, that of the females grow up to 25 centimeters, 10 inches. The males also have a strong odor which is stronger than that of the domestic goat. In Pakistan, the markhor is called a screwhorn or a screw-horned goat due to the corkscrew shape of its horns. All subspecies have long, flaring, usually curled horns that resemble snakes. However, it is possible for their horns to differ even within the same herd on a particular mountain range. Aster or Pur Panjal has large, flat and wide branching horns that go up and have a half-turn. They are wider than the Kashmir, Bukharan, Tajik, Turkmenian or Heptner's markhor has horns with 3 half-turns. Kabul is also called the straight-horned markhor. Kashmir has heavy, flat horns with flaring, loose corkscrew-style twisting showing 2 half-turns. Sulaima has horns with tight corkscrew-style twisting resulting in 4 half-turns. People believe according to the local folklore that because of their horns, the markhor has special abilities, such as being an eater or killer of snakes. After chewing its cud, the markhor has a foam-like substance that drips from its mouth. The local people seek it for extracting snake poison. The males are loners and females gather into herds of 9. As a crepuscular diurnal species, they are active during the day and mostly in the early morning and late afternoon. They are excellent at climbing and jumping on rocky, high altitudes. When threatened, they have an alarm call that sounds like a domestic goat's bleating. The males remain in the woods during the summer, while the females climb the highest terrain. They descend to lower altitudes in the winter to avoid extreme cold. They forage 8 to 12 hours a day except for the middle of the day, when they stop to rest and chew their cud. The markhor's habitat varies depending on its subspecies, but they generally live in the scrublands, open woodlands and mountains of Central Asia, Karakoram and the Himalayas. Their range of scattered herds includes Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, Afghanistan, Pakistan and northern India. Aster or pur panjal lives in the Indian region of Kashmir, northern Pakistan and eastern Afghanistan at altitudes of up to 3,600 meters, 11,800 feet. Bukharan, Tajik, Turkmenian or Hepner's markhor live in Tajikistan, Pakistan, Turkmenistan and Uzbekistan, and possibly parts of Afghanistan, up to 13,000 feet above sea level. Kabul and Suleiman live in Afghanistan and Pakistan, and Kashmir live in Afghanistan. It competes with domestic goats over food. This is due to the greater numbers of herds of domestic goats, which drive the wild goats away from food sources. Their typical diet is grass, leaves and shoots. During spring and summer they graze and during winter they browse trees. Snow leopards and wolves prey upon markhor. Hunters and poachers are also a threat to markhor, pursuing them in India for both foods and due to the desire for their unique horns, which they value as trophies. They are commonly hunted along with the Himalayan ibex, and in Afghanistan, it is traditional to hunt them in Nuristan and Lagman. Foreign trophy hunters and powerful Pakistanis overhunted and poached markhor so much that in the 1960s and 70s they were endangered. It was in the 1970s that Pakistan passed conservation legislation. However, hunting still goes on in spite of its being illegal in all three countries. Male markhor fight for the attention of females by locking horns and then twisting and pushing against the other male. Mating season is in the winter when males start rutting, and both sexes reach maturity at 18 to 30 months. As a mammal, markhor mothers give birth to live young. After a gestation period of 135 to 170 days, they give birth to 1 to 2 kids. The kids are weaned at 5 to 6 months. Markhor can be expected to live at least 12 to 13 years. The largest population of Aster or Kashmir markhor is currently found in Chitral National Park in Pakistan, where they now exceed 1,000 in number. The population increased by about 20% during the last decade. Its conservation status is near threatened since 2015 according to the IUCN Red List.